Cristiada was a violent armed conflict in Mexico that took place between 1926 and 1929. It was a struggle between the Mexican government and Catholic militias over the role of the Catholic Church in public life. The name comes from the rebels' battle cry, Viva Cristo Rey! Long live Christ the King! 1. The causes. The conflict was sparked by the enforcement of anti-clerical articles in the 1917 Mexican Constitution. While these laws had existed for a decade, President Plutarco Elias Calles introduced the Calles Law in 1926 to strictly enforce them. This included limiting the number of priests, often to 1 per 30,000 to 50,000 people, banning religious orders and closing religious schools, seizing church property and prohibiting priests from wearing clerical garb in public, denying priests the right to vote or speak on political matters. 2. The conflict. In response to these laws, the Catholic hierarchy suspended all public worship across Mexico on July 31, 1926, an unprecedented move. While the church officially tried to use peaceful boycotts, rural peasants, the Cristeros, in central and western Mexico, Jalisco, Michoacán, Guanajuato, and Colima, took up arms. The rebels, mostly rural farmers, though they were eventually led by professional soldiers like Enrique Gorostieta. The tactics the Cristeros used guerrilla warfare effectively against the larger, better-equipped federal army. The casualties. It was a brutal war with atrocities on both sides. Estimates suggest around 90,000 to 250,000 deaths, including soldiers, rebels, and civilians. 3. The resolution. Los Arreglos. The war ended in 1929 through a diplomatic agreement known as Los Arreglos, the arrangements, brokered by the U.S. Ambassador Dwight Morrow. The government agreed to stop enforcing the laws strictly and allowed the church to regain control of its buildings. The church agreed to resume services and stay out of politics. The anti-clerical laws actually remained in the Constitution until 1992, but they were largely ignored by the government after the war. 4. Legacy. The Gesta Cristera remains a deeply emotional part of Mexican history. Many of the priests and laypeople executed during the conflict, such as Blessed Miguel Pro and the young Saint Jose Sanchez del Rio, were later canonized or beatified as martyrs by the Catholic Church. Would you like to know more about the specific figures involved, or perhaps the Second Cristero War that flared up in the 1930s?